If you don't teach your children these 5 core values, I promise you, society will step in and teach them something far worse. As a parent coach, I've seen it happen time and time again. We're living in a world that is constantly trying to shape our kids, and not always for the better. The algorithms on their phones, the trends they see online, the pressures from their peers, it's a relentless flood of influence. If we're not intentional, if we're not the primary voice shaping their character, we risk losing them to a culture that often values the superficial over the substantial. This isn't about being a perfect parent, it's about being a present and purposeful one. The stakes are too high to be passive. So, let us talk about the 5 non-negotiable values you must instill in your children to prepare them for the real world, to build a foundation so strong that no outside influence can shake it. First, and this is the bedrock of everything else, is integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's about being honest when it's hard, keeping your promises, and having a moral compass that guides your actions. Society often teaches a different lesson: get ahead by any means necessary. It glorifies loopholes, cutting corners, and presenting a curated, perfect image online that's far from reality. We see this everywhere, from social media influencers faking their lifestyles to public figures who twist the truth. If we don't teach our kids the deep, quiet satisfaction of being a person of their word, they'll learn that appearances are more important than authenticity. So how do we teach integrity? We live it. We apologize when we're wrong. We admit our mistakes to our kids. We talk openly about ethical dilemmas, using examples from movies or current events. Ask them, what would you do in this situation? Why is telling the truth important, even if it gets you in a little trouble? We must show them that their character, their inner self, is their most valuable asset, not their follow account or their grades. It's the foundation upon which they will build their entire life. The second value is resilience. Life is going to knock your kids down. They will fail tests, lose games, get their hearts broken, and face rejection. It's not a matter of if, but when. Our culture today has a tendency to bubble wrap children. Everyone gets a trophy, and we rush to solve all their problems. This sends a dangerous message that struggle is bad and should be avoided at all costs. Society teaches them that if something is hard, you should quit. If you're uncomfortable, you should retreat. This creates fragile adults who crumble at the first sign of adversity. We must teach them the opposite. We need to teach them that falling down is part of the process of learning to walk. Resilience is the strength to get back up, learn from the mistake, and try again. Let them experience natural consequences. If they forget their homework, don't rush to the school to deliver it. Let them handle the conversation with their teacher. Celebrate their effort, not just their victories. Talk about your own failures and what you learned from them. Normalize struggle. Frame challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to grow stronger. A resilient child becomes an adaptable and capable adult who doesn't fear failure but sees it as a stepping stone to success. Third on our list is empathy. This is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes. In a world that is increasingly polarized and driven by us versus them thinking, empathy is the antidote. Social media algorithms are designed to show us content that confirms our own biases, creating echo chambers where we forget how to connect with people who are different from us. Online cruelty and cyberbullying are rampant because it's easy to be mean to a screen, to a faceless avatar. If we don't actively teach empathy, our children will learn indifference, or worse, contempt for those who don't look, think, or act like them. So, encourage them to read books with diverse characters. Watch documentaries about different cultures. Volunteer in your community. When there's a conflict with a friend, don't just ask what happened. Ask, how do you think they felt when you said that? How would you feel if that happened to you? Empathy isn't just about being nice. It's a critical skill for building relationships, collaborating with others, and being a responsible citizen of the world. It is what connects us as human beings, and what will ultimately create a more compassionate society for them to live in. The fourth crucial value is a strong work ethic. We live in a culture of instant gratification. We want overnight success, viral fame, and wealth without the work. Society sells our kids a fantasy that you can become a millionaire by being an influencer, or that success is about a lucky break. It downplays the long, hard, often unglamorous grind that real achievement requires. If we don't counter this narrative, we raise kids who are entitled, who expect things to be handed to them, and who give up when they realize that real goals require real effort. A strong work ethic isn't about becoming a workaholic. It's about understanding the value of discipline, perseverance, and taking pride in a job well done. Start with simple chores. Give them responsibilities around the house that contribute to the family's well-being. Don't pay for every little thing. Teach them that their contribution is part of being a family. When they have a big school project, don't do it for them. Guide them, but let them do the work. Help them break down large goals into smaller, manageable steps. Praise their diligence and their commitment. Let them experience the deep satisfaction that comes from achieving something they worked hard for. This will serve them far better in life than any shortcut or get-rich-quick scheme society tries to sell them. Finally, the fifth value you must teach your child is critical thinking. In the age of information, or rather, misinformation, this is not a luxury, it's a survival skill. Our kids are bombarded with content 24/7. Fake news, conspiracy theories, biased reporting, and clever marketing are all competing for their attention and their belief. Society, particularly through social media, often teaches them to react emotionally, to accept headlines without reading the article, and to follow the crowd without questioning. If we don't teach them how to think for themselves, they will become puppets, easily manipulated by whatever agenda is shouted the loudest. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively and make a reasoned judgment. How do we teach this? We encourage questions. When they come to you with something they saw online, ask them, who created this message, and why? What information is left out? How can we verify if this is true? Teach them to look at issues from multiple perspectives. Have respectful debates at the dinner table. Help them distinguish between fact and opinion. Don't just give them answers. Teach them how to find the answers for themselves, and how to evaluate the sources of those answers. A child who can think critically becomes an adult who cannot be easily fooled, an informed citizen, and an independent thinker. So there you have it: integrity, resilience, empathy, work ethic, and critical thinking. These aren't just nice ideas, they are the essential pillars of a strong character. Parenting is the most important leadership role you will ever have. You are the leader of your family. And if you don't lead, if you don't intentionally instill these values, your children will be led by a culture that may not have their best interests at heart. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes being the example yourself. But the reward is raising a child who is not just successful in the eyes of the world, but who is a good, strong, and decent human being. That is a legacy worth fighting for. Thanks for watching. And if this message resonated with you, please subscribe for more content on raising strong kids in a challenging world.